going on, idiots? Welcome back to the post credits. I'm your host, Tim Montalvo, and today we are reviewing Wet Hot American Summer 10 years later on Netflix. I did a trailer reaction and review to this, and I'm very familiar with the Wet Hot American crew, from all the way back to the days of The State, the sketch comedy show. I think it was on Comedy Central. I don't know if you guys remember that shit, but I do. I've always said that this crew was very much the Monty Python of America. It's either you get it or you don't, and you really have to just throw your brain out of your head and just bring it back to when you were a little kid and just thinking that poop was funny and farts were funny and wieners were funny. That's basically what it is. It's they're kind of more missed than hit, but you have to know what you're getting yourself into. I love these guys. I love this, and this show 10 years later, I thought it was hilarious. It had its good moments. It's not gonna get you crying. It's not gonna get you emotional. You don't really go in there for character depth. You just go in there for what are they gonna say next, what are they gonna do next, and how ridiculous are they gonna do it. I think it's very funny on how they worked with, or didn't work with, some of the more well-known actors and their schedules. Obviously, you can tell Ben is a completely different person. It's Adam Scott now, and it's not... the fuck's that guy's name? Bradley Cooper. I don't know why I forgot his name. I just forgot it. So yeah, and then they do a stupid, I got a nose job and I look completely different. But they still had the pictures of Bradley Cooper in the apartment with him and Michael Ian Black, which I thought was hilarious. And you just have to accept, like, it's stupid, and they know it's stupid, and they're telling you to your face it's stupid. And that's why it's so funny. And then also with Joe Latruglia's schedule, he's probably working on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and as soon as he gets into the cave, he's like, I'm gonna take a nap, and then he's gone. He's not even in the show for like a couple episodes until like the very end. He's like, oh man, that was a serious nap. It's stupid, and it's a way to just get around. Oh, hey, he's here, but then he went and had to film more Brooklyn Nine-Nine stuff. And then the same thing with David Hyde Pierce, I believe his name's David Hyde Pierce. He only showed up for that Skype session with him and I think it was Janine Garofalo's character. Well, they're dating, and he's a professor in NASA, whatever the fuck. But anyway, he just is there for like a Skype session thing, and then he actually says, "Oh, thanks for having me." Takes off his mustache. He's like, "Let me know how the rest of the shoot goes. Good luck." And then he grabs his, I think it's an Emmy, and then he walks away. So that's hilarious. 'Cause it's very like, it's very in your face that, hey, we had some problems, but we're not gonna hide it. And then the whole thing with the whole Reagan and Bush, and it was all a plan, and they planned everything, but then they were calling out these plot holes, like, how did you know this, and what was the point of this, and why did this happen? And he's like, well, we ordered some pizza, so why don't we all just go talk about it, and you can ask all the questions you want. And it's just hilarious, because I don't think any other comedy troupe out there is doing that, really. They're still doing that, like I said, that Monty Python-esque comedy where it's very on the nose. But I think it's still funny. The same thing with Amy Poehler towards the end. She was kind of absent when they were dealing with the whole missile crisis. Everybody was dealing with the missile thing except for her. She was just in the dance club, just dancing and having a good time with her theater guy friend, whatever. Jai Courtney being in it, he's just like kind of pointless. I'm not gonna say he was terrible in it because he kind of served his purpose, I guess. It was just a little bit of character growth for Amy Poehler's character, so that was all right. And Paul Rudd going head to head with Skylar Gisondo, the new Deegs, the king of camp or whatever. They did the new generation versus the old generation. I thought that was funny. Paul Rudd, everything he does in this show is just hilarious. Like, we could do get more together with our tongues in our butts. It's just how gross can we make the dialogue is basically what they do, and I think it's funny. And then they're so cheap that they keep, what the fuck's his name? Showalter. He plays like 3 fucking characters in the show, and then Michael Ian Black, he plays Bush, and then Josh Charles as Blake, and those Rich Sommer and Graham and Warner, Eric Nenninger. They play the hoity-toity rich guys from across the lake. They were in the show first day of camp, and now they're back. So I think that they're actually pretty funny as what they do. They're making the faces when she was looking at all the faces, and he was like, I thought that was really funny. It's just like a fun show. It's just you're not gonna get comedy gold. This is stupid shit. And as I'm looking at the IMDb rating, it's got a 7.3. So that's it's not that bad. So let me know what you guys think of the show. Have you watched it? Have you not watched it yet? Can you really understand what they're doing? Do you can't fucking stand that kind of comedy and stupid like like a freaking idiot wrote it, because they are idiots, but they embrace it, and I think it's hilarious. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Come back to the post credits. Subscribe to the Idiot Box. Come and see me again with another review. I'll see you guys later.